Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention very quickly. My name is John Childress, and I'm the official photographer for graduation this evening. I'm going to be right down here taking pictures of the graduates as they come across the stage. I wanted to remind you in the back of the program is how you can go and look at these pictures at childressphotography.com. Also, if your graduate is going into the military, Childress Photography is donating an 8x10 to the family. So please get in touch with me. My .com or my email is on the .com. Please contact me and we'll definitely get you that print. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you.
give you some room.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jerry Adams, the principal of Coronado High School. On behalf of the Board of Education, the administration of the Lubbock Public Schools, and the faculty of Coronado High School, I welcome you to the 2017 graduation ceremony. We ask you at this time to take a seat and give your attention to the processional which is about to begin.
we, the graduating class of Coronado High School, welcome you to the 2017 graduation service. Would everyone please stand as Addison Betts leads us in prayer?
Please join me in prayer. Dear Lord, we are thankful for the opportunity to come together tonight in celebration of our high school graduation. We thank you for the talents and abilities that you have given each of us to get us here tonight. We are also thankful for the teachers, coaches, and mentors that have encouraged us along the way. We pray that you would guide and direct us in this transition to the next stage of our lives. We are thankful for the relationships we have made here and pray that you would continue to bring people into our lives that will help us be successful in our futures. We are so thankful for our parents and families and pray that you would be with them as they adjust to this transition as well. Please bless each person here and keep us safe as we leave this place and move on to the next chapter of our lives. Help us to be courageous and fill us with wisdom. In Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing as Brian Lynn leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flags. Gentlemen, please remove your hats and mortarboards.
At this time, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to our flags and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Sarah Thee. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I am Brian Lynn, Student Body President. It is my privilege to pay special tribute to the leadership of this class. It would be impossible to name all seniors who have given leadership through academics, athletics, music, clubs, and other special activity groups. I will now recognize those seniors who have held positions of leadership as elected by the student body or by the senior class. Will each senior stand as I call his or her name? Please remain standing until all names are called, and please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Student Body Officers. Student Body Vice President, Emily Slater. Student Body Secretary, Emma Eichmann. Student Body Treasurer, Addison Betts. Senior Class President, Blakely Onosors. Senior Class Secretary, Antonio Luna. Student Council Members at Large, Samantha Camacho, Mason Carroll, Branson Carson, Tina Gonzalez, Kelly Hamilton, Haley Hudson, Melissa Coaches, Ryan Lewis, Alyssa Moreno, Abigail Newton, Erica Soto, and Alexander Cheeto Wiersba. Senior cheerleaders, Alexis Boyles, Kelly Hamilton, Abby Newton, JC Punchard, Gentry Swift, and Kirkland Webb. Senior pom members, Ryan Lewis, Alyssa Moreno, Blakely Onasorge, and Katie Zimmerman. Please join me in applauding these leaders. At this time, Blakely Onasorge will address the Coronado graduating class of 2017 with the class history.
I first would like to thank you all for the honor of speaking in front of you. Please don't hate me if you're sick of symbolism and the general weirdness of literature, because I'm going to talk about that a little bit. There's this fashion company described as the authority on color named Pantone. Pantone releases a color of the year every year, and they usually reflect the social and political climate of the world. The first semester of our freshman year, the color was emerald. It's described by Pantone as a color of beauty and new life. In 2013, we surely discovered a new life, and somehow it was beautiful. We walked the halls and tried to stay in our own lanes and pass our classes. We started paying more attention to the things happening around the world. It surely didn't look very bright and green, but it was still beautiful because we got to decide how we felt about it. 2014's color was deemed Radiant Orchid, which is this really bright fuchsia color, and it's described as a spark for the imagination. We were getting a hang of this high school thing, and we felt more comfortable walking to class. The world was still confusing, but Twitter offered us some comic relief with the beginnings of our meme obsession. We played Flappy Bird and refused to update our phones after it was deleted from the App Store. Sophomore year, we got our licenses and experienced a whole new level of freedom, a feeling worthy of that bright fuchsia color. There was that one football game with the 54-yard field goal that won the game, which was a pretty rare occurrence that year. Second semester and the beginning of 2015 brought a new color, this time a pretty ugly one, named Marsala. It pretty much looks like dried blood. I don't remember much about this semester or sophomore year in general, but this color and the fact that everything seemed a little too calm now seems like some sort of foreshadowing of the year to follow. Junior year began and we all seemed to get hit by a giant bus. But we found ways to laugh, despite having a workload that left little time for even eating or sleeping. Ebola spread across the world, and we had those few months of panic before completely forgetting about it, just like they did in the 70s. This first semester of junior year, I had a close friend lose her father, and another friend get in a severe car accident, and personally received some pretty devastating news. If all of this happened in just my small circle, I can't even begin to imagine what happened to all of you. But I know that this is the time that we started to feel like a family. 2016 seemed strange right from the get-go, but having friends by our sides made the new year exciting. This was the first year Pantone chose two colors of the year, one a sissy pink and the other a baby blue. Rose quartz was supposed to convey compassion and composure, while serenity brings feelings of respite and relaxation even in turbulent times. This year looked so good. We walked into second semester a little more cautiously, and life still kicked our butts from every possible angle. More tragic and confusing news flooded into our field of vision, and this time we paid a lot more attention. We found compassion for each other and for the entire world through the general turmoil of 2016. The internet offered more comic relief than ever with evil Kermit and Arthur's Fist memes. We argued in good fun over that weird dress, and we memorialized Harambe more than any other animal in the history of the earth. Junior year ended, and we could finally see the end of high school on the horizon. The first semester of our last year passed quickly, kind of like a Band-Aid being ripped off. Some of us voted in a historic presidential election for the first time. All of us laughed at the Ken Bone memes. The internet declared that 2016 had to be some sort of sick joke, but that 2017 would definitely be better. Pantone agreed. The color of our year was named greenery. An excerpt from the press release describing this color reads, "Greenery bursts forth in 2017 to provide us with the hope we collectively yearn for and symbolizes the reconnection we seek with one another and a larger purpose. Today I stand before you knowing that hope, and I hope you do too. Thank you, teachers and staff of Coronado, for showing us that hope through your passion and compassion all of these 4 years. I can say with full confidence that CHS is the best school in Lubbock because of your going above and beyond every single day. And thank you, peers, for being the most accepting and loving and driven class that I could have ever been a part of. Here's to finding a hope in this year and in the rest of our lives. Thank you.
At this time, Haley Hudson will present the graduation speech.
Short people problems. Good evening, everyone. Friends, family, parents, teachers, and administrators. Thank you all for being here today in support of your friends and loved ones. This marathon that we call life is truly about to begin for us, and having the support of you all as we commence our journey into the great unknown means the world to us. But now it's time to talk about the Coronado graduating class of 2017. As millennials, we often hear phrases that put down our generation. Phrases like, millennials are lazy and self-absorbed, or you millennials will never amount to anything, and even the occasional, I cannot believe this is who is going to decide the next president of the United States. But the funny thing is, these naysayers could not be more wrong. Look around you at the Coronado Mustang class of 2017. Every single student sitting in this room has already climbed a steep mountain and proved the cynics wrong. Gathered in this room are scholars, athletes, musicians, volunteers, and a lot of us have already held a job and started making our mark in society. In just the past year, we've had an act of kindness go viral on the internet. A student thanking his teacher for his compassion by buying him shoes that he has wanted since the 6th grade. Comments flooded in with complete strangers raining praise of inspiration and saying that their faith in humanity had been restored. This doesn't sound like a self-absorbed, lost generation to me. This room is filled with singers and musicians who practiced their music until it drove those around them insane. But it paid off. And as for our athletes, I could go on for hours talking about their accomplishments. Do y'all remember going into your 2nd grade year? We were worried sick about things like school supply lists, having the biggest box of crayons, and even who had the cutest book covers. Does that ring a bell? Yeah. That was the last time our boys football team went to the playoffs. As you can see, these grueling early morning workouts and late night games of these teams paid off. And this doesn't sound lazy to me. You see, when people say those false phrases about us, we do quite the opposite of what is expected. No, we do not sit on our couches playing video games and not watching Netflix. Okay, we do sometimes. And no, we do not send countless Snapchats complaining about our first world problems. All the time. But what these phrases do to our so-called lost generation is motivate us to prove them wrong. I'd like to read a short poem for you all by Shel Silverstein. I know, we're all done with high school English, and I am sure the last thing you want to hear is a poem. But these few words have changed my entire way of thinking, and I hope it will inspire my fellow classmates to do the same. Listen to the mustn'ts, child. Listen to the don'ts. Listen to the shouldn'ts, the impossibles, the won'ts. Listen to the never haves. Now listen close to me. Anything can happen, child. Anything can be. Now, graduating class of 2017, realize that with our generation, anything can be. Listen to those mustn'ts, those can'ts, and those won'ts. Listen to every negative word and turn them into the fuel of the insatiable fire within us to prove the non-believers wrong. For the last 4 years, we did not simply just survive, we thrived. Now, extending out before us, there's this whole world of unknown territory for us to conquer and make into the good we want to see in this world. And if the last 4 years at Coronado High School have proven anything, with the help of our teachers, mentors, family, friends, faith, and a little bit of luck, we can do just that. We must do that. And without a doubt in my heart, I know for certain that we will do that. Let's be remembered as the generation that was doubted but flourished. So go forth and conquer that unknown Coronado graduating class of 2017. And for the last time as Coronado students, say it with me, it is a great day to be a Coronado Mustang.
Parents, grandparents, friends of graduates, and platform guests, I thank you for sharing your time with us this evening and honoring a very special group of Coronado Mustangs, the graduating class of 2017. At this time, I would like to recognize some important groups. First, I would like to introduce those who are on the platform. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Dr. Burl Robertson, Jr., Superintendent. Dr. Teresa Williams, Deputy Superintendent for Academic Services. Dr. Kathy Rollo, Associate Superintendent for Elementary Schools. Mr. Doyle Vogler, Associate Superintendent for Secondary Schools. Mr. Michael Worth, Associate Superintendent for Elementary Schools. Mr. Mark Blankenship, Member of the Board of Trustees. Ms. Lala Chavez, Member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Scott Mayfield, Member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Bill Stubblefield, Member of the Board of Trustees. To my left, Mr. Todd Williams, Associate Principal. Mr. Tim Andrews, Assistant Principal. Dr. Vicki Cooper, Assistant Principal. Mr. Brian Ellison, Assistant Principal. Dr. Bruce Seifert, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Miranda Ruvalcaba, Administrative Intern. Mrs. Mandy Ledbetter, Lead Counselor. I would also like to introduce two special groups who are seated stage right on the floor, the Coronado Counseling staff, Miss Leanne Brown, Miss Deborah Denson-Whitehead, Mrs. Tammy Johnson, Mrs. Emily Johnston, Mrs. Lori Kearns, Mrs. Deandra Warden. Also, the administrators who help prepare our graduates in elementary and middle schools to become Coronado High School Mustangs, Mr. John Martinez, Principal of McKenzie Middle School, Ms. Davita Burks, Principal of Centennial Elementary, Mrs. Ann Archer, Principal of Overton Elementary, Mrs. Denise Neeb, Principal of Williams Elementary. Please give these individuals a round of applause. You may be seated. The next group I would like to recognize are those who have been a source of encouragement for many years. They have willingly given a tremendous amount of time, financial support, and love to help you reach this very important time in your lives. I'm speaking of those who are now looking at you with pride. Will the parents, grandparents, and guardians of these graduates please stand? You may be seated. Another group that has seen you through the past 4 years is a Coronado faculty and staff. Would all Coronado faculty and staff please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to take a moment to remember and honor those who are not with us today as we celebrate the class of 2017. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. 20 seniors will be joining the military forces. These students are wearing a red, white, and blue cord. At this time, I would ask that they stand as their names are called so that we may show our appreciation. Ricardo Alvarez, Jr., United States Marines. Joe Armenta, United States Navy. Cade Bird, United States Navy. Blake Cambrone, United States Army. Santana Cruz, United States Marines. Zachary Decker, United States Air Force. Dalen Dillard, United States Marines. Russell Fant, United States Air Force. Marcus Garcia, United States Navy. Logan Golden, United States Navy. Orion Guzman, United States Army. Tyler Jackson, United States Air Force. Logan Jacobs, United States Navy Reserve. Sierra Longoria, United States Army. Carter Peak, United States Army. Jade Perez, United States Navy. Taylor Raveling Bilderback, United States Navy. Emily Rickman, United States Air Force Academy. Courtney Sutton, United States Air Force. And Perry Wright, United States Air Force. Please give these students another round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. We are now proud to recognize a fine group of young men and women graduating from the Avid College Readiness System. These graduates have spent 4 years learning skills necessary to be successful in college and challenging themselves to make their college dreams a reality. 100% of these students will be attending the college of their choice or enlisting in the military branch of their choice in the fall. This group is wearing the navy blue and gold cord representing the Avid system. These students have taken the lead to be the first, that is, the first set of Avid leaders to pave the path for all Mustangs to be recognized as an Avid National Demonstration School. Because of their efforts, Coronado High School was named as only the 14th high school in Texas for this type of national recognition and honor. Would our Avid graduates please stand? Congratulations. You may be seated. Seniors may graduate under different plans. The students who receive a distinguished transcript have gone above and beyond the general graduation requirements. Noted in your program are students with a star or plus sign by their name indicating distinguished achievement. If you are a distinguished achievement graduate, please stand so we may recognize you. Thank you. You may be seated. I will now recognize the honor and high honor graduates. High honor graduates are those who have maintained a grade point average of 4.00 or above. Students achieve this average by making all A's or by taking pre-advanced placement and advanced placement courses. These students are noted with a double arrow sign by their name. Would the high honor graduates please stand and be recognized and remain standing at this time? An honor graduate must maintain a 3.5 and a 3.99 cumulative GPA. The honor graduates are noted by a single arrow. When these students stand, we will have a total of 148 students wearing gold stoles from a class of 438. Would honor graduates join the high honor graduates and stand at this time? 81 of these graduates are members of the National Honor Society and are wearing a blue and gold cord. I would ask also for the National Art Society graduates to please stand. These students have received numerous awards at the local, regional, and state level for their artwork. Now I would also like to recognize our graduating senior FFA members who have successfully represented Coronado High School. FFA members, please stand. We are very proud of all of these students. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. You may be seated. Each year, over 1 million students enter the National Merit Program by taking the PSAT their junior year. Those students with the highest scores enter the nationwide competition for recognition and awards conducted by the National Merit Scholarship Corporation. The National Merit Competition continues through the student's senior year, identifying them as commended scholars, National Hispanic Scholars, semifinalists, finalists, and ultimately National Merit Scholars. We would like to recognize our outstanding scholar, Keely Pope. Will you and your parents please stand? Congratulations. You may be seated. This year, a total of 79 seniors have been offered 138 scholarships, totaling $3,086,076. At this time, we ask that all seniors who have received scholarship offers please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. In addition to scholarships, many of our graduates have earned college hours while attending high school, either through the successful completion of dual credit coursework or qualifying exams in the advanced placement exams. The class of 2017 earned more than 1,133 total dual credit and AP college hours during high school. Those students wearing the orange cords have completed a minimum of 24 hours of South Plains College dual credit coursework. At this time, we ask that all seniors who have earned college hours please stand and be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Seniors of 2017, it's time. The world is at your feet. You are about to take your first steps as high school graduates. You are college ready, career ready, and life ready, and ready to achieve the goals you have set for yourself. You have provided the leadership required for a successful year. We appreciate your cooperation, your support, and the relationships we have had. It has been our pleasure to work with you through the many good events and activities. Through this, you have left your legacy at Coronado and have showcased the leadership for future classes to follow. You are the reason that it's a great day to be a Mustang. Remember that Coronado will always be your school. We wish you the very best in the future. The faculty and staff of Coronado High School salute you, the class of 2017. Seniors, Dr. Burl Robertson, LISD Superintendent of Schools, will present you as having met the requirements for graduation.
Coronado class of 2017. It's a great day to be a Mustang, isn't it? All right. Class of 2017, don't be a meme. You're thinking, did he just say, don't be a meme? Yeah, I just said that. Remember, people my age have Facebook, and we have memes on Facebook too. And I know enough about memes to know that you don't want to be one. You don't want to be a photo, GIF, or video that's laughable for a second and then forgotten the moment it's out of sight. Because that's how memes work. One minute some meme has you laughing like crazy, and the next minute you're over it. In November, you're all about the You Name It challenge, laughing over beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams, hogs, dogs, chickens, you name it, right? But here we are in May, and one of the most popular memes has worn out its welcome. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good meme. Who doesn't want to see their grandmother doing juju on that beat, juju on that beat? Huh? Probably don't want to see me doing it either, do you? But correct me if I'm wrong. I doubt in kindergarten you said to your parents, when I grow up, I want to be a meme. You said you wanted to be doctors, mechanics, bakers, soldiers, lawyers, police officers, artists, and school teachers. And now as you sit here in your caps and gowns, you're probably all giddy with excitement over the fact that you actually get to be just about anything you want to be. The world is your oyster, so savor it, see it, and experience without a filter. Many of you already have. From volunteering to dominating athletic and academic competitions and kicking it in fine arts competitions of all types, you've made your mark on your school and community. You're an impressive group of young men and young women. Time and time again, so many of you have dedicated yourself not only to your futures, but also to our worlds. Keep at it. And as you prepare for the next leg of your journey, remember a few pieces of advice. Don't become numb to the world around you. It's easy to become inundated with all kinds of information that flood our social media feeds. And I understand you know those apps much better than I do. Instagram, Twitter, Snapface, Chat, Face, something. I'm not so sure what they all are. But they're great tools to keep in touch with friends and stay informed. But you also know the pitfalls of being exposed to never-ending feeds of data. We can get overwhelmed. Other people's problems become memes that are all too easy to forget. We're sad about one tragedy, and then another one strikes. We're up in arms about one issue until another one seems more pressing. The easiest thing to do is to quit caring and to return to that selfie life. Not because we're bad people, but because sometimes our contribution seems like a drop in the bucket. But adding a few drops in the bucket over time can make a huge difference to a parched world. So keep adding your drops. My second piece of advice is to remember that your likes, shares, and retweets do not measure your worth. Quiet successes are still successes. And making an impact doesn't always look like having a building named after you or being mentioned on Twitter by your idol. You can make an impact by remembering your kindergarten teacher's advice. Work hard, do your best, show up, and always do the right thing. But fair warning, you may do the right thing and the world will just yawn in boredom. You may follow your dreams and get 0 likes. You may fight a cause you believe in and watch your followers dwindle. Some of you may have already experienced the sting of rejection. Sometimes that happens. But keep showing up. Keep being you. Everybody else will catch up. And finally, remember, you're not a meme. You are not a joke. You are not a passing fad. You are a person. You are worth remembering. And you have the opportunity to make a lasting impact on this world. So take that opportunity. You will have to put in some elbow grease for sure to get what you want. But you get to define your life. You do, nobody else. Success is not about social media following. It's about what you do with your life. And I'm so excited to see what you continue to do with yours. That's why, class of 2017, I'm elated to present you as candidates for graduation. Mr. Scott Mayfield, would you please come forward? Mr. Mayfield, I certify that these students have met the Lubbock Independent School District and Texas Education Agency graduation requirements, and I recommend that the Coronado class of 2017 be awarded their diplomas.
Thank you, Dr. Robertson. Well, it is a great day to be in Lubbock, Texas, and it's a great day to be in United Supermarkets Arena. But really, Isn't it a great day to graduate? It was suggested that Mr. Ring and Mr. Heiser give this speech today, but I heard they were unavailable, so I had to fill in. Parents, thank you for trusting LISD with your students. If the class of 17 is any evidence, you did well. You raised good athletes, good students, but most of all, you raised fine young women, men and women. Thank you. Teachers, I have somewhat of a special connection with y'all, not only through Marla, but my parents were teachers as well. I have so much respect for what you do on a daily basis. You have a tough job. You pour your heart and soul into students, and seldom do you see an immediate impact. You fight daily against the darkness and the principalities of this world, and this city is a better place for it. You may not see the fruits of your labors for several, if not many years, but trust me, you impacted these young men and women, and they are better for having you in their lives. My sincere thanks for all that you do. You do make a difference. And as I look out on the class of 17, I'm proud to say that I know a bunch of you. Branson Carson, I coached you in mob basketball back when you were in middle school. We went undefeated. It was a great team. And now you're salutatorian. You raised the bar in academics. Congratulations. Mason Montoya, I coached you as well. You were a fifth grader at Parsons. We didn't go undefeated that season, but you're about to go off and play college football at Midwestern. You raised the bar in athletics. Congratulations. Alyssa, Katie, Ryan, I've seen you grow over the last 4 years through POM and Young Life. You raised the bar on what it means to demonstrate character, integrity, and hard work. Congratulations. And there's so many more of you that I know and would love to mention you. I just don't have time. But congratulations to each one of you. 2017 seniors, you have set a new standard for Coronado. You've raised the bar for all future Mustangs. Some of you are the first high school graduates in your family. That is your new standard. Some of you have helped make Coronado a national avid demonstration school, and you'll be the first in your family to go to college. Students, teachers, and administrators, congratulations. Whether the next step for you is the military, trade school, college, or something really cool that I don't even know about, I challenge you to raise the bar there as well. Continually set for yourself, your family, and your friends a higher standard. We're very proud of the class of 17. And I'll leave you with the immortal words of Michael Scott. May your hats fly as high as your dreams. Dr. Robertson, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Lubbock Independent School District, I accept this class of graduates as certified by the administration, and I declare these graduates eligible to receive their diplomas at this time because it's a great day to be a Mustang.
Thank you, Mr. Mayfield, and thank you, Dr. Robertson. We would now like to introduce the graduates who rank in the top 10 of the senior class. As your name is called, will you and your parents please stand? Audience, please hold your applause until all are introduced. Number 10, Abigail Newton with a 4.74 GPA. Number 9, Sina Firuzba with a 4.75 GPA. Number 8, Catherine Jo Archer with a 4.77 GPA. Number 7, Rebecca Schneider with a 4.800 GPA. Number 6, Cameron Twazon with a 4.806 GPA. Number 5, Haley Hudson with a 4.81 GPA. Number 4, Leanne Shebanaw with a 4.83 GPA. And number 3, Brian Lynn with a 4.85 GPA. Congratulations. Thank you for your contributions to Coronado High School. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize the 2017 Coronado High School salutatorian. Branson Carson, please come forward. Branson Keith Carson is the salutatorian for Coronado High School, class of 2017. His final grade point average is 4.882. Branson is the son of Brian and Jody Carson. Mr. and Mrs. Carson, will you please stand? Branson attended Whiteside Elementary School and Irons Middle School prior to attending Coronado High School. As salutatorian, Branson is a member of the UIL Academic Decathlon team, which went to state, a member of the Student Council, and a member of the Superintendent Student Advisory Board. He is also a member of National Honor Society and is the president of the Coronado chapter of NHS. He has been part of the homecoming court, played football as a freshman, and was part of the STEM cohort for 2017. Branson's academic honors include Honor Roll for 4 years, AP Scholar with Honor, UIL Academic Decathlon State Qualifier 2 years in a row, a Mr. Coronado nominee, a Who's Who recipient for 2 years in a row, a recipient of the Byron Martin ATC Outstanding Student in Engineering Award. Branson is an active member of Young Life and was a nominee for Young Life Mr. Christmas. Truly noteworthy is the fact that Branson has the uncanny ability to do the worm with his eyebrows. We can talk about that later. It's just what's in the script, Branson. He will attend Texas Tech University here in Lubbock, where he plans to pursue a major in biochemistry with the hope of completing a medical degree and becoming a surgeon. His ultimate goal would be to travel globally with Doctors Without Borders. Branson, it is great pleasure that I present to you a certificate from South Plains College for being the salutatorian, a medallion for being the salutatorian, and a plaque that designates you as a salutatorian for the class of 2017. Mr. Scott Mayfield from the Board of Trustees will present you with your diploma. Thank you for your many contributions to Coronado High School. Congratulations and best wishes, Branson. At this time, I would like to recognize the 2017 Coronado High School valedictorian, Wendy Lynn. Please come forward. Wendy Lynn is the valedictorian for the class of 2017. Her final grade point average is 4.888. Wendy is the daughter of Jimmy Lynn and Anna Jing. Miss Jing, would you please stand? Wendy attended Garfield Elementary School and Claggett Middle School in Ohio and Smiley Wilson Middle School prior to attending Coronado High School. As the valedictorian, Wendy has taken a rigorous course load each year during high school. Activities, clubs, and sports Wendy participated in are UIL Math and Science teams, the Howard Price chapter of the National Honor Society, band, color guard, in which she was captain her senior year, Latin club, and tennis. Honors that Wendy have received include Who's Who recipient, sophomore, junior, and senior year, UIL Math Regional Qualifier, Outstanding Color Guard member, nominee for Most Valuable Senior, and nominee for Miss CHS. Wendy plans to attend Texas Tech University in the fall, majoring in chemical engineering with plans to specialize in the biomedical field after graduation. She also plans to study abroad as an undergraduate student. The Texas Valedictorian Tuition Scholarship has been awarded to Wendy to attend Texas Tech University. Additional scholarship offers include the Willie McCool Memorial Scholarship, the Presidential Scholarship from Texas Tech University, the Whitaker College of Engineering Math Scholarship from Texas Tech University, and the Valedictorian Scholarship to South Plains College. Wendy, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the plaque designating you as a valedictorian for the class of 2017, a certificate from South Plains College for being the valedictorian, and your valedictorian medal. Mr. Mayfield from the Board of Trustees will present you with your diploma. Thank you for your many contributions to Coronado High School. Congratulations and best wishes, Wendy. Yes, please give us a moment as we transition the stage for diploma presentations, and please give our valedictorian and salutatorian a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, three's a charm. Before we present our graduates, may I call your attention to the inside of the program as it points out that it is the sincere desire of the class of 2017 that all graduates be recognized equally. In order to do this, we ask your cooperation in requesting that all guests in the audience refrain from disruptive outbursts during the issuing of diplomas. The roll call of graduates will be called in order by Mr. Andrews, Mr. Ellison, Dr. Seifert, Dr. Cooper, and Mr. Williams. Diploma covers will be presented by the school board members. High honor plaques and diplomas will be presented May 30th through June 1st at Coronado High School, and the plaques are donated by the Lubbock Independent School District. At this time, we will begin the roll call of graduates.
Jason Payne Johnson. Allison Marie Adami. Brooklyn Renee Adams. Jacob Andrew Aguilar. Desiree Lori Alanis. Zoe Nicole Alcantara. Creighton Lee Alejandro. Alexandra Marie Alamon. Joel Evan Alexander. Bradley Wayne Allen. Ricardo Jose Alvarez Jr. Emma Sue Anderson. L.E. Anderson IV. Sean Patrick Ansey. Catherine Joe Archer. Mercedes Brianne Arcos. Desiree Nicole Areno. Alfredo Armendariz Jr. Joe Riley Armenta. Caitlin Alyssa Arriaga. Jacob Edward Baker. Mackenzie Madison Ballard. Jonah Elias Ballesteros. Ashlyn Arlene Banks. Gabriela Alicia Barrientos. Tyra Annalise Barron. Cameo Celine Velez. Addison Page Betts. William Liddell Welch. Cade Anthony Wayne Bird. Jasmine Cachet Blackwell. Bailey Elise Lancet. Marciana Simaj Dijane Bolton. Shaden Brooke Bonner. Timothy Logan Boomer. Tyler Blake Botello. Alexis Dion Boyles. Perry Wayne Brickley III. Terrell Deshawn Briscoe. Tessa Danielle Briscoe. Marissa Marie Bryant. Spencer Elijah Burkett. Megan Nicole Bird. Brandon Lee Caballero. Stephen Andrew Cadell. Marcus Juan Calbert. Samantha Marie Camacho. Blake Dagan Cambron. Tyler Brent Campos. Zachary Renee Campos. Ralph Christian D. Canono. Mark Anthony Cardenas III. Dallas Josue Angel Carrillo. Mason Catherine Carroll. Tristan Danielle Casares. Jacob Matthew Cash. Alfredo Marcelino Casillas. Michael Anthony Castaneda. Amara Veronica Cavarubio. Sue Min Shea. Stephanie Michaela Chamberlain. Spencer Cullison Churchill. Braden Jacob Circle. Colin Edward Clark. Erica Nicole Clay. Caitlin Ann Kleckler. Cassidy McKay Cockrell. Eric Jesse Coker. McKenna Danae Cooper. Jonathan Blake Cranston. Mackenzie Joy Custon. Alexis Mercedes Cruz. Santana Octavia Cruz. Jarrett Ryan Culver. Philip Anthony Daniel. Joshua Michael Daniels. Brandon Lee Davila. Doreen Delilah Davis. Ian Bryson Dela Cruz. Alexis Sager de la Garza. Zachary Ryan Decker. Manuel Elijah Dela Cruz. Alexandra Elena De Leon. Amber Marie De Leon. Vivica Inez Delgado. Travis Samuel Durston. David Anthony Desjolais. Dalen Anthony Dillard. Leah Xavier Dominguez. Jara Shakay Dunlap. Madison Avery Durham.
Emerson George Ebo. Cameron Blake Edens. Brennan Cade Edwards. Noah Blaine Edwards. Emma Suzanne Eichmann. Lydia Jasmine Elijo. Isaiah Ray Enriquez. Matthew Ryan Everett. Chance Tyler Fair. Russell Royce Fant. Willie Fellow Fay IV. Elazar Luis Ferrer. Sina Lanbani Firuzbach. Alexis Brianna Flores. Avery Richard Flores. Pamela Sierra Flores. Sasha Lizette Flores. Jaslyn Araya Flores. Matthew Ryan Faust. Eric Matthew Galvan. Danielle Hope Ganaway. Camry Michelle Gantz. Adriana Renee Garcia. Aaliyah Nicole Garcia. Andrea Garcia. Anissa Corin Garcia. Aurora Maria Garcia. Daniel Vincent Garcia. Ian Matthew Garcia. Jada Danielle Garcia. Jasmine Renee Garcia. Jesse Adam Garcia. Margaret Ryan Garcia. Marcus Anthony Antilion Garcia. Michaela Marie Garcia. Santana Sabrina Garcia. Victoria Marie Garcia. Desmond Shimon Gardner. Michael David Gardner. Leona Rayette Garza. Dominique Anise Garza. Jonathan Anthony Garza. Kimberly Brooke Garza. Troy George Garza. Victoria Elaine Garza. Kayla Renee Gatika. Kayla Elizabeth Gearhart. Logan Paul Golden. Alexa Marie Gomez. Jalen Azariah Gomez. Brianna Isabel Gonzalez. John Anthony Gonzalez Jr. Kaylin Nicole Gonzalez Howard. Stephen Anthony Gonzalez. Tina Angela Gonzalez. Zachary Tyler Gooden. Jalen Monroe Gordon. Brittany Nicole Graff. Courtney Lee Graxon. Nathaniel Luke Gregory Granados. Taya Dawn Griffin. Markeisha Doria Griggs. Alexis Danae Grinnell. Anna Maria Guajardo. Journey Isabella Guerrero. Orion Gabriel Guzman. Lauren Kelly Hamilton. Connor Jacob Ham. Kelsey Brooke Harcrow. Brandon Eric Hardage. Zachary Dunlap Harper. Kiera Monique Harris. Christian Jacob Hayes. Dorothea Louise Hazlitt. Hannah Raquel Hinion. Alexi Maria Hernandez. Christopher Anthony Hernandez. Needs help. Destiny Ray Hernandez. Diane Erica Javalosa Hernandez. Elisa Bermia Hernandez. Tyler Scott Hardage. Isaac Fabian Hernandez. Jake Anthony Hernandez. Shelby Nicole Hernandez. Teresa Marie Hernandez. Isaac Albert Herrera. Hunter Bryce Heron. J. Allen Hitt. Devin Michael Hokog. Shelby Marie Hogan. Cara Renee Hollis. Madeline Grace Holmberg. Arcasia Latrice Hood. Darian Alexandria Howard. Jeremiah Marquise Howard. Christian William Howard Loomis. Haley Elizabeth Hudson. Fallon Maylee Huff. Stephen Ray Hunter Jr. Hillary Danielle Hurtado.
Octavia Nicole Jackson. Tyler Scott Jackson. Logan Nathaniel Jacobs. Jasmine Breland Jeffrey. Autumn Cameron Johnson. Victoria Aniston Johnston. Kiera Mackenzie Jones. Jonathan Michael Jordan. Adelie Horado. Jaden Kennedy Kaufman. Charlissa Monique Kay. Anna Kim. Cutter Luke Kirkland. Brianna Nikhil Curvin. Melissa Jane Coaches. James Dylan Lancaster. Ethan John Lee. Miracle Lenore. Christian Adam Lester. Ryan Carol Lewis. Brian Wenmao Lin. Sierra Celeste Longoria. Nathan Timothy Longoria Jr. Evan Tate Loper. Alexis Marie Lopez. Mariah Nicole Lopez. Mitchell Lee Lowry. Joe Ernest Lucero Jr. Zachary Jordan Luna. Antonio Luna III. Henry Lou. Shania Faith Mayberry. Nathaniel Chance Madden. Kristen Louise McGrean. Jabril Espra Mahanga Yabandi. Claudia Maria Mares. Brian Marquez Rodriguez. Rebecca Nicole Marshall. Marissa Ann Martell. Destiny Esperanza Martinez. Laura Lee Mia Martinez. Samantha Ann Mata. Katya Marie Matthews. Octavian Montrell McCaskill. Sean James McCoy. Christopher Tajay McKenzie. Nico Cartel Medilun. Alyssa Lauren Mejia. William Michael Miller. Brittany Sierra Mendez. Christopher John CJ Mendez. Madison Brooke Miller. Alexander Xavier Montalongo. Isaiah Tay Montes. Hector Augustine Montez. Michael Elijah Montez. Mason Jordan Montoya. Jamie Lynn Moore. Marcus Isaiah Moore. Mia Michelle Moore. Michael Blake Moore. Alyssa Bethany Marino. Jordan Lee Morrison. Salema Nicole Mungia. Robert James Nestline II. Laura Ruth Newman. Abigail Mackenzie Newton. Brenda Wynn.
Daniel Stephen Ochoa. Desiree Alicia Ochoa. Michael Antonio Ochoa. Cooper Michael Oberly. Blakely Davis Onasorge. Osidadenma Emmanuel Okora II. Zachary Thomas Ornelas. Macy Lee Ortiz. Andrasia Zene Patterson. David Laron Patton. Cameron Justine Powder. Kirsten Elizabeth Peel. Tiana Shanae Pearson. Alexa Moray Peak. Carter Douglas Peak. Aaliyah Marie Perez. Angelica Carolina Perez. Brittany Michelle Perez. Jade Brittany Perez. Jacob Victor Perez. Joshua Elias Perez. Kayla Lynn Perez. Caitlin Dawn Petrie. Georgetta Antoinette Petty. Jake Weston Pfeiffer. Gabriela Victoria Picon. Zachary Stephen Picon. Kimberly Michelle Pierce. Amber Nicole Pineda. Lexi Brianne Poole. Keely Ann Pope. Jackson Scott Poteet. Jordan Avery Pritchard. JC Lynn Punchard. Ziad Wael Kupti. Ariel Jasmine Ragland. Christopher Ryan Rainwater. Michael Ray Ramirez. Nathaniel Paul Ramirez. Alasia Monet Randalls. Michael Christopher Rasco. Taylor Nicholas Raveline Bilderback. David Austin Reed. Christian Elijah Reyes. Megan Elaine Rhodes. Caitlin Lee Ritchie. Emily Ann Rickman. Christina Socorro Ridlin. Nicole Catherine Rios. Tristan Alyssa Rios. Veronica Rivera Vargas. James Tyler Rogers. Christopher Jacob Rogers. Corey Wade Rodolph. Elena Marie Rodriguez. Cyan Rose Rodriguez. Dagoberto Benjamin Rodriguez. Robert Rodriguez Jr. Sydney Alexandra Rodriguez. Zachary Ryan Rodriguez. Alexandra Alexis Rodriguez. Kaylee Chantel Romo. Israel Zachariah Rosales. Noel Nicholas Rosas. Athon Javier Rubio. Francisco Alejandro Ruiz. Katarina Scott Rumbelow. Keandra Brianche Ruth. Zoe Grace Salomon. Christian Jaime Salazar. Marissa Nicole Salinas. Carson Delaney Samford. Joshua Manuel Sanchez. Kaylee Sorina Santiago. Nikki Denise Santiago. Lawrence Angel Santa Stephen. Isabel Amaris Sauceda. Peyton Bryce Sales.
Rebecca Elizabeth Schneider. Ashlyn Shay Scott. Carla Serrano Salcido. Layan Hamed Shabana. Tatum Don Shagula. Eric Nicholas Scher. Sanath Marie Sefkin Hinkle. Cameron Isaiah Sierra. Jolie Christian Sierra. Noah Michael Seifert. Emily Nicole Slater. Joshua Aaron Smallwood. Elijah William Lee Smiley. Michael Branson Smith. Sarah Ann Smith. Stephen Dimitri Smith. Brianna Monique Soto. Erica Lizette Soto. Gabriella Nicole Soto. Zachary Isaiah Soto. Michaela Ray Sowell. Paige Ryan Speaker. Matthew Alexis Spoto. Colin Wayne Sprouse. Tamara Lachey Stanberry. Brandon Michael Steele. Randy Lantaz Steele. Cloyce Richard Stetson. Brandon Scott Stevenson. Christopher Darian Steverson. Shalay Tricia Stinson. Deja Inez Stoglin. Tyson Lee Strickland. Noah Nathaniel Sestacia. Courtney Elizabeth Sutton. Gentry Sloan Swift. Harley Angeline Talley. Trace Edwin Tanskersley. Zachary Ryan Taryn. Elizabeth Malin Tay. Xantavia Akia Taylor. Sarah Catherine T. Halston Riley T. Ethan Christopher Thomas. Marlon Dwight Thomas Jr. VJ.A. Tyberkey. Jason Angel Tijarina. Erica LaRae Tobar. Jarrett Avery Tolan. Annalisa Marissa Torres. Aubrey Mackenzie Torres. Jason Tommy Torres. Datavia Tashonda Trailer. Jaime Christian Trevino. Cameron Blake Tuazon. Alicia Angelita Valdez. Nicholas James Vandergriff. Alexander Luis Vaquera. Jasmine Desiree Vasquez. Hope Celeste Vega. Destiny Renee Velasquez. Ryan Ander Velez. Courtney Renee Villa. William Tanner Villapando. Brian Charles Viney. Braden Nicholas Walker. Dylan Matthew Walsh. Meredith Reagan Warren. Kirkland Skylar Webb. Ananias Whitby. Acacia Quanette Whitfield. Alexander Dominic Wiersba. Erica Jewel Wiggins. Daisy Shea Wiles. Elisa Rose Wilkins. Bradley Amadeus Wilkins. Gabriella Way Williams. Terrell Deshawn Williams. Caitlin Page Willis. Trevor Todd Winans. Seth Harrison Wood. Star Ulysses Cameron Woods. Jasmine Versailles Woodson. Andrew Beauvais Worthy. Jalen Dion Wright. Perry Nicholas Wright. Anthony Ray Yanis. Anthony Ibarra Jr. Colton Heath Youngblood. Katie Lynn Zimmerman. Juan Esteban Zuniga.
That's fantastic. Okay, graduates, class of 2017, will you please stand? At this time, move your tassel from the right to the left. Members of the audience, please stand as Ben Rodriguez, along with the Coronado senior cheerleaders and Pom Squad members, lead us in our school song.
CHS is our noble alma mater. In all the West she's best, and she'll never falter. Coronado's flag will fly, and will light the western sky. The scarlet and the gold will be the symbol of our victory.